Yeah, it's an interesting thing, but no, we've got plenty of good StarCraft here at least, and should be some good games. But spawning down the bottom left-hand side of the map, it's Generis Creator.
And spawning in the top right, he's from Mexico, he's red, he's Terran, he is SpeCial. Playing under Nara today.
As he did last event.
Yeah.
Shame on SpeCial, guys. You know, tisk tisk tisk. Asked him to get an account with his name, but he just can't do it. And anyway, here we are. Proxy Barracks on the way for SpeCial. I think in the last series, in the last tournament he played, this was pretty much all he did. I think he skipped it in like one of the like 9 TvPs he played or whatever.
Yeah. It's pretty consistent. It was a lot of TvP too. You're right. It wasn't just like a couple games there.
Yeah, it's nice to see whether someone can carry it over to the next week, and that's why I thought, all right, different Protoss, same matchup though. Let's see how SpeCial's going to do versus someone like Creator. As I mean, it's tough to call how these matches will go. Like if we went by the historic like foreign Terran versus Korean Protoss, you'd be like, oh, there's absolutely no way. But SpeCial, he bopped MC, he bopped Parting, and he bopped Creator, all guys who've been the best Protoss in the world at some point or another.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. There's nothing about his performance that makes you think he can't do it again. So, back in SpeCial here seems to be the pretty smart thing to do.
Okay, let's do it. Predictions.
Oh no.
The game started a little bit, but I want to say I think it's going to Game 5 this one. I'm going to go ahead and say 3-2 Creator.
All right. I will go 3-2 SpeCial then.
Okay. One of us is
Just
bound to be right.
Yeah, exactly. A little different, not crazy different.
Anyway, good start off for SpeCial here, getting on in here with this Reaper, confirming that there is a Stargate on the way.
Yeah, that's a perfect scout. Sees everything that is going on down here in the Protoss space. Gets out with his life too, which is really nice. Recognizes there's an Adept out. Needs to prepare for that. Working on a Hellion. Working on his own expansion, which is a little bit later here than... Oh, there we go. As we can see down here.
2 Reapers from SpeCial. I kind of just slept on the fact that he made 2 here, but here he goes on in. 2 Reapers, picks off 1 probe, tosses a grenade, bounces the Adept. One of the Reapers does go down. I mean, he gets a probe for a Reaper? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that was worth it, but definitely always fun when the Reaper throws a grenade and ends up helping the enemy chase them down a little bit.
That's true. But here, look at this Hellion running on in.
Oh,
and this is Hellion bouncing into the back as well. SpeCial.
And this...
Oh man, going for an early opening here, trying to get some light pressure going on to Creator and just running around him, really, is all that he's doing. Just one Hellion, just driving on in here. This isn't some major harassment, but it's really trying to mess with Creator. Look at that.
The natural, too.
Man, this Reaper.
2 more probes go down. Yeah, a lot of these probes got bruised. Oh, that was a good kitty at Sharks, though, and the Reaper finishes him off.
Oh, man. So we see 4 probes went down for a Hellion and a Reaper. Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's probably a fair trade there for SpeCial. I think he's looking pretty darn good here in the early game. He hasn't done game-ending damage by any stretch, but
yeah,
definitely this is how you'd like to open your TvP if you're going to do it against Creator.
Yeah, he delayed himself just a little bit here, I feel, but yeah, as you said, it's probably an even trade or so. Works out pretty even. Creator, though, constant on his probe production, already saturated. And his main base doesn't have the gases at his natural yet, but already mining full minerals on there. That's a good feeling. Getting up his Robo and going into Phoenix behind this. Just been producing these as the game has gone on.
Yeah, it's got even more coming out of the Stargate there. Very interesting to see what it can do with this. Is there any static defense? The answer is nope. No missile turrets at all here, and suddenly the harass might be pretty good. The Marine count is a little bit scary, though. Enough in the natural base anyway. I'm not sure that the main base... main base is pretty open, but if you dive in there, the Cyclones can chase you out, and that's not something you want to experience.
Yeah, Phoenix are pretty tanky units, but you can't be completely reckless with them. Now, SpeCial, getting up a bunker behind this, though still a little bit unsure of what Creator's doing. He scouted the Stargate, but that's always like a big if or what's coming next. He's got that Reaper hanging around, but that's finally going to meet its end as it tried to deny the third base of Creator. So he scouted that Special, probably aware that that's coming on the way. As this is going on, oh, landed Viking in the main base.
Yeah, he's doing so much damage to the economy, but as Beyond pointed out in the comments, it's still a 43-39 worker lead for Creator here. So he's losing pros, but Special's not exactly taking huge advantage of it with the worker count. That said, mules are amazing. His income is going to definitely favor him overall, especially with the minerals. And it is going to be Colossus from Creator here. So Robotic Spade done, starting with Colossus production and working on armor for those ground units, and no extended thermal lance at the moment, which is very odd.
Yeah, Colossus are pretty expensive though, so it can take a second before you can really afford that. He's getting his armor as well. Will want to start that. There you go. But getting a Twilight on the way. This is the time in which Protoss is to throw up all their tech, and they're like, I need to buy everything, but I can't. So, and
well, when he's got 3 bases, it'll be easier to do that for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. When things get flown. Nice scan by Special, picking off that Observer for Creator. The meta in a time and place in which Protoss are very paranoid of Terran move-outs sort of in the mid-game, and it looks like Special will be going for that at some point from the scheme of things. He's got his stim about 30 seconds out, got a tank, got some mines, cyclones, gonna be moving out across the map. So Creator, he needs to be aware of this. And what's he gonna have to hold a potential attack? Maybe 2 Colossus, extended thermal lance, and a bunch of Phoenix? Can he do it?
I mean, the probe, I'm not sure if that was intended to scout or not, but it did see exactly what is coming here with the Cyclones. Maybe caught a glimpse of the Widow Mines too. The Phoenix really want to lift those Cyclones and take them down.
Yeah.
Yep, one of them does end up going down there. Widow Mine firing.
That was a nasty mine. That got a lot of damage done to those Zealots, though.
Yeah, that was definitely a massive hit. So setting up a bit of a contain outside the third base here. Taking a third back home himself. Special knows exactly how this is played. Expand while attacking. Tanks pretty great against Colossus. Marines otherwise, though, man. 2 Colossus here. They don't have their range yet. It doesn't really matter. Tank gets lifted, dropped, lifted again. The Zealots don't have charge, but I don't know that it really matters here. Definitely chasing Special off of that high ground, but guess what? Special is everywhere, dropping inside the main base, forcing a recall here into the main, trying to focus down something, not quite able to do it on the other hand, and he left some of his army back home there, but good control by Creator means he doesn't lose those guys either.
Yeah, Special's doing a good job fighting on 2 fronts. So far, though, Creator hasn't taken critical damage or anything like that. He pushes back this 1 medivac, or that 1 drop, and managed to hold on both fronts, really. He did not crumble there. He didn't take any critical damage. So he's in a fairly decent spot still at this point. Special may be able to get a follow-up coming on in slightly later on, though. We'll see if he continues on with that multi-prong aggression.
Yeah, and really, I mean, multi-pronged aggression is some of the greatest stuff you can do in StarCraft. If you can be in multiple places at once, it is easier to harass multiple places than it is to defend multiple places at the same time. Obviously, Creator's doing a pretty darn good job with it here, but Special's going to keep going. Maybe try to catch a time when Creator is a bit asleep, and just actually kind of a little bit of a doom drop into the main here with 3 full medevacs.
Yeah,
here come the Stalkers. Stalkers are not the answer here. Where are the Colossus?
Oh, that Forge is going to go down, though. Special injured that earlier, and now he goes to finish it off. He's got a decent chunk of bio, and there's that Colossus, as you said, has to come in to help deal with that. Stalker's blink under a medivac and gets a full one, which is a fantastic find for Creator, at least getting something to compensate losing that Forge. Special, though, being relentless, continuously poking and prodding here, not wanting to give Creator just free reign in this game. He's going to keep doing this over and over again. He's pecking into Vikings, though. He's getting up Ghosts. So he's probably planning on, now that he's sort of kept Creator pinned a little bit, he's probably going to want to go for a killing blow relatively soon.
Yeah, especially because Storm is on the way, High Templar are in production, and Special has a lot of bio on the ground. So Storm's going to be really effective against him. But upgrades look for the Terran player, as he did deny that +1 ground attack out of Creator during that last attack down there inside the main base. And just healing up. He's got to keep that pressure. What a perfect scan, though.
Oh, no. That
Scanning to see. There it is. He
That's just
found it.
painful as Terran, you know. It's like, oh, I'll spend this 250 minerals to kill your observer, and then you're like, fine, I'll spend 500 minerals to kill your observer. And
Totally worth it. As there were Blinkstalkers coming in, they're gonna get chased off though. They don't want to be recognized they're on this side of the map necessarily. It is time to get on out. But Ghosts on the way, EMPs, if they can land on the High Templar, will be really important. But again, Blinkstalker is able to get away from this army just by blinking away here. Concussive Shell, let's see if that's done. And it is absolutely complete. So you can't necessarily run too far.
Creator is, this is the time in which Creator's a little bit vulnerable. You may think, well, the Protoss with Psystorm is in a pretty good spot versus Terran, but SpeCial, he's planned for this. He's got Ghosts on the way. He's got a good number of Vikings, and he's got the amount of units, which pretty much nullifies the tech that Creator has. Creator's got to deal with this army somehow. He's got to be so careful. The Ghosts are going to try and get EMPs off. But here comes SpeCial pushing on in. SCV's pulled. Vikings moving to engage the Colossus. EMPs are dropping. So far, there is still High Templar with energy, though. Psystorm goes down, connects with a fair chunk of the bio. The Vikings have pretty much done their job, though. The Colossus are out of the equation, so it comes down to these Zealots engaging this Terran bio on the ground with some Psystorms helping there. It looks like, though, SpeCial's pushing on in, but who's going to wear thin first? This is a close engagement right now.
It is. The Vikings are doing that bonus damage versus mechanical here. Additional charge lots come in, and that is enough to make SpeCial get out. Meanwhile, there is an attack back on the other side in the natural base of SpeCial and at his third base location. 32 SCVs have died, including the ones that he brought along here too. And it looks like Creator is pushing back, picking up medevacs.
Bio, but this is a fair bit of bio for SpeCial, but yeah, he is being pushed back. And back at home between the SCVs that were pulled into the fight and the Zealot counter-harassment. And oh man. Oh,
why not? Some disruptor hits.
Yeah, I think SpeCial has he's run dry here. He's pretty out of it at this point. 40 SCVs gone down. It was a close one, but not able to break Creator. GG.
Yeah, he really put all his eggs in that basket. He needed that attack to succeed, but there were so many storms out of Creator there. Just storm after storm after storm. The Colossus got taken down fairly quickly. Was able to land the Vikings, trying to make something happen, but in the end, just too much Psionic Storm for all of that bio. Didn't really dodge it a lot, particularly well. Not that there were many places to dodge, but great battle at the end there, and Creator was able to squeak it out. Nicely done. Somebody says the sound is low.
Yeah, let's look into that. It's always a balancing act, but...
It is.
See, the thing is, I can't listen to what's actually coming out of the stream, so... Is it just, if you guys want to be the real MVP, is it just the sound overall is too quiet, or is it just one of us or all of us?
I'd assume based on when he made the comment, game sound, but...
Game sound, yeah, game sound is quieter. Let's have a look into that. Yeah,
the players are ready to go.
A little bit here. Okay, but anyway, yeah, both players are ready, as you said. Let's hop into it. Game number 2 of this TvP.
Gonna be on Port Alexander. Great map.
Yeah. This map pool seems pretty good.
Yeah, definitely haven't seen many Reddit threads complaining about particular maps, so that's always a good sign.
Oh, what was the last bad map that everyone didn't enjoy? Maybe like.
I feel like it's kind of been a while.
Since there's been a really bad one. I think it probably would have been BlizzCon, was it? Wasn't there one silly map in the pool or something? That's usually how the trend seems to be. Blizzard's like, all right, we've done pretty well with maps lately. Let's throw a crazy one out there. Oh, by the way, this is the pool for BlizzCon.
See what happens.
Anyway, he's got himself a 1-0 lead, spawning down the bottom right-hand side of the map. It's Jin Air Creator.
And spawning on the top left, it's the red Terran player. It's gonna be SpeCial. Yeah, man, he's down 1-0. He had a good game plan. He killed so many probes, put all of his eggs into that one basket, that one attack into the front door of Creator. Could not quite pull it off. Had a great composition, but in the end, just too much Protoss. The defensive advantage really helping there with additional Zealots getting warped in. They had charge, and that was all she wrote.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, as far as this game goes, Special barracks in his main base.
Yeah,
So,
look at
no
this mix it
proxy.
up. Like, you know what? Proxies, I'll try to throw him off by not proxying.
Creator got his Nexus on the way, following up this gateway opening. Just standard Protoss build coming out of him. But that last game, I liked that style. I'm a big fan of Phoenix Colossus, and I love to see Protoss players experiment with it. It's not uncommon, but it's not super common or anything. And by the way, Creator being a big pain here. Delaying Special's command center just a little bit. Then Probe has to run on out because that clock's ticking. Reaper's on the way.
And Marine follow-up here, so no double Reaper harass today. Just going to move into some Marine production to deal with that early Stargate that is likely here out of Creator. We'll keep an eye on that one, though, as he's getting the Warp Gate upgrade and an Adept. We'll see what his second tech building is going to be here as the Reaper moves his way across the map pretty darn quick with that jetpack on his back. And that Probe running inside the main base, trying to get there into safety.
Oh, does he make it? It's
before
gonna be
the
close.
Adept comes out.
Oh, his friends couldn't save him. They try and body block that Reaper, but Reaper gets what he wants. The Adept, though, with a vengeance, trying to chase after this Reaper, but that cliff allowing that Reaper to stay alive.
Yeah, that cliff jumping, really an incredible mechanic that has allowed so many Reapers to stay alive throughout all the years here.
Absolutely, and it's just fantastic. It's like the meta development of StarCraft is just like, all right, Blizzard gives the Protoss this new unit that can shade, really good at chasing down Reapers. Terrans are like, all right, let's just do a bunch of cliff jumping. He goes down, by the way.
He didn't end up scouting the Twilight Council either, so definitely a Twilight opening instead of the Stargate that I promised you. I apologize. You can all have your money back. But what do we think that's going to be for? Twilight, maybe a very quick charge.
Blink is on the way.
Or Blink.
And he
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he throws up 2 gateways as well. The question is Creator going to be going for that sort of Blink stuff? Well, we all know it. The Blink we all know and love, or anyone that's not a Terran loves, is this Mass Stalkers. Just going for an early all-in, trying to kill the Terran. Not the most common build, but then Blink is also a very strong opening defensively. It's not the best versus holding, say, all-in attacks, but light harassment and things like that, Blink is a fantastic tool as a Protoss.
It is. I mean, for a while there, I want to say early Legacy of the Void, late Heart of the Swarm, Mass Stalker plays were pretty darn strong versus Terran. There are all sorts of guides that were popping out trying to teach Terran how to hold it, bunker placements, scouting, things like that. Not as much of a problem anymore, definitely. It doesn't look like we're going to see an all-in, which is Mass Stalker, just because there's a robotics facility coming in here too. Although that could just be for an observer for the vision. And, beautiful. Widowmine placements on top of the ramp there. Anything that comes up that ramp will not have time to react before they are dead. Marine moving across the map. Does take 3 shots from the Adept to kill it. He does end up going down. He wanted to get some scouting information off. I guess he did scout out that there's an Adept on the way, but other than that, not much information. And Cloak Banshee, the order of the day from SpeCial here.
Yeah, Creator scouted this, and SpeCial obviously knows that he scouted it, but SpeCial's going on with it anyway. First Banshee's going to be moving on in, and that doesn't mean Creator's going to have a perfect defense. He does have all the tools, though. He has knowledge that it's coming. He's got Blink, or he's going to have Blink in a second here, and he's got an Observer out. So he should be able to shut down this Banshee pretty hard. Banshee's coming on in, sneaking by, actually, but Creator does sniff it out, so going to be chasing after this with those Blink Stalkers. Blink's right underneath that Banshee, gets some shots off on it, and that Banshee got to run away there.
Yeah, the Observer was there. Blink was ready to go. Worst case scenario for a Banshee, I think, in all of StarCraft is Blink Stalkers, and detection is already out. So, bit of bad luck there from SpeCial. But moving on into a Marine tank Banshee style play, getting combat shield for his Marines.
We could be seeing an all-in coming from SpeCial here. As I say that, tanks and Marines are already moving across the map. The telltale sign of this is that we could have seen a little bit earlier is that combat shield was on the way instead of stim. Generally a big tell for these Marine tank timing attacks, so now Creator's got to deal with this. SpeCial's coming hard at him.
Yeah, he is making an expansion behind this, so it's not quite an entirely 2-base all-in, but He definitely wants to take down this third at the very least. Tank positioning is great. I think Creator is just abandoning this entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 probes go down. There's a cancel on the third base. SpeCial pretty pleased about that one. His third base already on production, but a bit of a counterattack, or Creator just working on picking off reinforcements across the map there too.
Using the mobility of those stalkers, nicely done. A few units have gone down here and there for now, though. SpeCial is transitioning out of this, as you said. He started his command center, but then he delayed the Protoss third, so he really got all that he wanted.
Yeah, that third is almost done too, which is so great. But we got more Colossus charges on the way now. Extended Thermal Lance out of Creator. And we saw that composition do pretty well. A couple free stalkers, maybe? One at least. There we go, bruising the other one.
Beautiful positioning from SpeCial just to sniff that out and then catch just even one of those stalkers. Stalkers are slippery, so even catching one of them feels pretty good. But now Creator sitting back. He's not going for any crazy counter all-in or anything, it seems, versus SpeCial. But he did take a fair bit of damage there, so not in the most comfortable position. As I say that, he starts moving across the map. But,
you gotta be feeling all right, it seems like.
Yeah, Warp Prism on the way, so maybe going to be going for heavy aggression. As I say that, he's got a Templar Archives on the way. Maybe it's just going to be for Archons to join in this attack, or maybe he's just going to poke a little bit and then retreat.
He's checking to see is the third base here. It is not. I scouted the other third base location already. So if you want to go up that ramp or not. Tank's not really in a position to deny this push up at all. And are we going to scout this? It looks like somebody's heading over that way now for SpeCial. And yeah, coming right up the ramp. The nice tanks are not present. Good force fields. Is he going to set himself up in the natural base and say, come get me? Nah, he's being more cautious than that. Heading back down, and it is Storm on the way. So it looks like Creator wants to use Storm. This attack is not intended to really kill the Terran player. Just trying to get some free damage, maybe whittle down the Marine count. Whatever you need to do to make the next push a little bit better. But swinging on into the third base of Creator.
Oh, this could be lethal. Two Banshees coming on in. The Stalkers, where's that Observer? There we go. They blink under.
There it is.
Gets one of the Banshees. One Banshee not... or half as big of a threat as two, so good for Creator. Still got to clean up that other one, and doesn't quite get it.
So close, though. So very, very close getting picked off there, but nice job by Creator, just being prepared. Got detection, it's got stalkers at each of his bases. If the Banshees fly in, they're going to have a hard time. SpeCial working on the Vikings back home, getting an armory for additional upgrades, more Marines, more Marauders. Third base happily running, 63 to 62 workers. SpeCial has the lead, going for a fourth base, too. And now a bit of on the warpath here now too is SpeCial. Observer sees it coming, and the reaction from Creator is moving into position.
Yeah, Creator gotta be careful not to be caught off. As Colossus and Stalkers, a few of them out of position there, they gotta get out of there. Creator, though, not pulling back continuously, might lose one of his Colossus, and that would be a big loss. Does a good job pulling back in the end, though, keeps it alive, but that was a little bit dicey. Overall, though, I'm not super concerned for Creator. As I say that, I mean, there's a chance he'll just die because, you know, caster predictions here. But he does have 3 High Templar. SpeCial has no ghosts this time around, so 1 or 2 good Psystorms is all that he needs. And, getting on top of those tanks, we'll see if Creator's just going to go for the dive, maybe.
Oh, setting up missile turrets at the front here, too. Fourth base under attack. SpeCial back home. Something forced to cancel on his fourth down there, down along the left side. Looks like a single Zealot. But meanwhile, there's the Storm. There's the push on in here. Colossus tearing through the tanks, blinking forward once again. SpeCial is being sent away. Double Colossus alive. There's only a couple Vikings here. More reinforcements pushing in. Doesn't want to extend too far, so Creator pulls back to the bit of the safety that his third base does provide. Is there more Storm available? Nope, turning those guys into Archons, with more Archons in production elsewhere. But beautiful, beautiful positioning here, trying to focus down the Vikings.
The
nice micro there.
Prison. That is so beautiful from Creator. And SpeCial just overextending here a little bit, it would seem. And still has to start his fourth base there at his natural. At least has that on the way. However, yeah, I think he definitely did overextend just a little bit there, as he just didn't have all of his army, and he wanted to engage Creator since he saw there was no High Templar, but Colossus and all those gateway units still able to hold on, and now Creator maybe thinking of going on the offensive.
Yeah, army supply 85 to 57 right now. There are some Liberators here, but the Viking count Or rather, the Stalker count looks pretty good. I don't know if Creator wants to commit, but Guardian Shield has been popped. And there we go, moving in SCVs here to defend as well. Not looking good for SpeCial. Creator in a pretty convincing position. And there's your GG. Creator takes the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, beautifully done by Creator. Just able to hold on. And now he's got himself a 2-0 lead in this series.
Yeah, neither of our predictions are looking that good, but especially not mine.
Well, we'll see. That's the big question. Is SpeCial going to be able to take a map, or is the previous winner going to fold? Did we find a Protoss that can beat him?
Yeah, seems very possible here. Asking in chat, is this a best of 3 or a best of 5? Both of the semifinal series are best of 5. The final's going to be a best of 7. So stick around. Plenty of StarCraft here to come.
Absolutely. Now we'll get everyone on into the lobby and into the next game as soon as possible. Figure I should shout it out, by the way, though, guys. We actually did Match Arena before. We're going to be doing it, and we're doing it again this time around. So make sure to check that out. It's linked in the chat there, and well, in that announcement there. But I'll also link it in chat. At the very least, it's nice to go use that code for the coupon code, which allows you to support the events for free. And yeah, just absolutely would be nice if we could use all those up for the players.
Yeah, definitely. Anything that encourages people to keep coming back to Afreeca World is a good thing in my book. So, yep, throw anything you can at that Match Arena. Again, there's a code to support it for $0 out of your own pocket, which is always nice.
And the sponsored quests too, those are absolutely fantastic. You just press follow on like a Twitter account or whatever, and you get like a quarter. That's a pretty good trade.
Definitely.
Goes right to some of your favorite players. Now, spawning down in the bottom right-hand side of the map, it's Jin Air Creator.
And in the top left-hand corner, it is the Blue Terran player, SpeCial.
Kairos Junction is the map. Is it the map that SpeCial's going to bring it back? He's going for a proxy. Water is wet. And there is the position.
There we go. Barracks going down. SCV hiding in the weeds a little bit there, then decides, you know what, as long as I'm here, let's go down to summer home.
Oh, Creator. Probe goes by, but not going to find it. He will, of course, know that it is a proxy, but not going to find it. I'm trying to think. Like, Kairos Junction, it's been around a while. I feel as if like, it might have been, like, Maru who did this in, like, a GSL finals or something, or in a pretty big game, and then the Protoss found it in this exact spot. Oh, man, but Creator not able to find it there.
Nope. That's the thing with proxies. It's a big game of hide and seek. The rewards are pretty good if you can find it, and pretty bad if you don't. That is a very... It feels like a quick expansion there. Let me take a look real quick. Not too bad, I guess. Gateway expand into Cybercore.
Yeah, Gateway expand's very good on this map, just due to the nature of how you can prevent that Reaper getting up with a wall, so it's relatively easy to shut them down. So,
Probe Scout recognizes he needs units fast. A Zealot is better than nothing. So he's going to make a Zealot, Chrono Boost that out, try to get his Cybercore done as fast as possible, and the Reaper is just about complete, and we'll start moving in here now. Here he comes. Yeah, Zealots are definitely slower than Reapers. Try to chase them down, but cannot. It's so frustrating for them. And here we go. Reaper's going to have a bit of time here to get stuff done. There's a Stalker on the way, but it's a few seconds away. Anymore, Reapers don't get windows bigger than this when they're playing in Legacy of the Void today. Does get a probe kill. Nicely done. And once again, the Zealot's here to absorb shots off the Reaper. If he can take shots, that means the probes aren't, and he can take a lot of shots before he goes down.
Yeah, Creator lost the one probe, but when it's proxy barracks this far out on the map, I think generally 1 or 2 losses of a probe is completely acceptable for the Protoss player. Oh, that grenade almost betraying SpeCial there as bouncing that Stalker in the wrong direction, but no, just a slight little variation in the game there. SpeCial going for that, trying to throw Creator off, not finding tons though, and then just following it up here. Got his quick factory on the way behind it, quick starport.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Stargate opening on the other side from Creator. We have the old classic double Reaper Hellion opening, which is pretty good against Adepts and Zealots. Not as good against Stalkers. As we can see here, they are being forced back a little bit. Warp Gate just about done. Getting a shield battery, too. I feel like that might be the first shield battery we've seen from Creator in the series.
Yeah.
Might be.
Maybe he had one to help defend for the bench. I think he might have had one, I don't know, before. But yeah, getting a defensive shield battery like that definitely is a statement. Although, doesn't want to lose his Adept. Keeps it alive. Shades back to the shield battery.
Yeah, I think it more says, I don't want to die to anything stupid, so I'll just get a little bit of extra defense up here. Just to make sure I don't go into, you know, a game 4 I don't want to play. I'd rather 3-0 here if at all possible.
Yeah, Creator, that definitely is a statement that he's fine playing safe. He's going into Phoenix behind this, by the way. Got up his Stargate. And might just be playing similar to how he did in game number 1. Oh, nice probe surround from Creator, by the way.
Woo! Oh, that was a fun charge, or yeah, KD8 charge there.
Oh man, yeah.
Whee!
Those probes certainly went flying. No,
Robotics facility just about done here for Creator. I have to assume that's going to be Colossus again. He's had great success with Colossus throughout this entire series so far, all 2 games. So the robotics facility is going to come in. I'm going to assume Robotics Bay here very shortly. And probe moving out. No, not doing it. All right, man. We'll see. We'll come back to you, Creator.
Getting up his extra gases first. As
that's fair.
This is the time in which Protoss does need a lot of gas, because getting up Colossus Tech does take a fair bit. He's getting up an Immortal first, which is generally just like a safety move for the Protoss. It's like, okay, I'm not 100% sure what's coming my way, so I'm not just going to completely rush to Colossus. And, SpeCial, this game, going for Marines, Combat Shield Liberators, and tanks on the way. So, probably going to be seeing another attack, an early attack from the Terran.
Yeah. Immortal production here, too, out of the robotics facility, but Robotics Bay also coming in, too.
There we go.
So, yeah, a couple of Immortals. Has he made Immortals so far? I feel like it's been pretty much just Stalker, Adept, Zealot, Colossus, Phoenix so far.
Yeah, I think he might have had 1 or 2, but they've never been like a big staple of Creator's diet, I guess.
No, definitely not.
They're that nice little anchor to have as Protoss. I mean, if you don't have, say, something like Colossus or High Templar, and Immortal is a nice sort of little, I guess, linchpin in your army.
Yeah, and they're fantastic against both, as well as tanks. So they're not super useless against this. If Marines get attacks on them, they die real fast, but otherwise should be able to hold their own. So here comes SpeCial again. He doesn't have an expansion coming up behind this. We're on 2 bases. We're at 6 minutes. He's got a 47-39 army supply lead, and his worker count is fairly even at this stage. Observer gets the perfect scout, sees exactly where SpeCial is, where he's coming, moving in to defend, and possibly pick off a free Cyclone there with the Immortals doing that bonus damage. Tanks forced to set up on the low ground. They'd rather be on the high ground, but the Observer made it so the Terran player is slowed down just a little bit, allowing additional Zealots to warp in defense here. But regular Zealots here.
Yeah, knowing is half the battle. Creator still has to be able to muster a defense to this. He's got the Phoenix, so they're without a doubt going to have to lift those tanks if he wants to try and make the defense. Oh, man.
Artosis Pylon down there, depowering the Cyber Core.
Oh, here we go.
And Stargate.
Creator's going for it. Phoenix need to get in there and lift the tanks. They do. The Colossus dealing tons of damage to the Marines in the back. They're just shredding through them. Is he going to be able to hold, though? The Phoenix have to drop those tanks, and Creator not able to break that.
Yeah, Medevac healing as hard as she can right now. 7 SCVs have gone down, but again, I think they were brought along here. Colossus dancing as best as it can. Taking tank fire is not good.
Oh, this is rough for Creator. He's got so many minerals, actually, and losing that 1 extra gateway really, really hurting him. He's got money to spend, but not able to get up enough to defend this. And look at all those bunkers getting up for SpeCial.
Yeah, bunkers, extended thermal lance is not anywhere near complete right now. Another Colossus going to pop. That's going to help a little bit, but look at the Marines streaming on in. Phoenix are picking off reinforcing Marines a little bit that are trying to come in here. As you can see, they're doing a great job.
Oh, gotta be careful. Get some medi back as well. Nicely done.
But man, once those tanks start firing on your buildings, the shield battery is down.
Yeah, I feel as if Creator, say, had charge on the way or something, he'd be fine so that he could connect it, but without it, just breaking these bunkers is just so tough. And what's SpeCial, he's building like a wall outside Creator's base. Oh
It's
man,
almost like, yeah, it's an early bunker versus a Zerg player almost.
this is how like the AI would build in a campaign or whatever. Just, but here we see.
Through all this, creators try to get a third base, which is kind of hilarious.
He's like, all right, got a plan for the future, even if the now is pretty rough. Colossus stepping forward, eating tanks and missile turret shots.
Man.
He's just dead. Special.
Yeah.
Hanging on.
51 to 18 army supply. Creator's not tapped out, but now he has, and SpeCial not dead yet. Does force that game for winning here on Kairos Junction. Well played by SpeCial.
Fantastically done by the Terran player. They're able to make that push work. Creator not able to hold it off. I mean, I'm sure we could talk all day about what he needed to do to hold that off, but
yeah,
well
I think
SpeCial.
Like you mentioned, I think going for charge earlier would have definitely helped there. Extended Thermal Lance was nowhere near complete. I mean, these are the things that he needed. Either Storm or Extended Thermal Lance or Charge. Didn't have any of those things. Gateway units, straight up, couple Immortals, couple Colossus, not going to be enough. And
Yeah,
the bunker, once the
unfortunately
bunker
not.
started going down, once the bunker's finished, it was going to be very hard to break out of there.
Okie dokie. Now, yeah, thanks so much to everyone for tuning into this Afreeca world. And make sure to let all your friends know that these great players are playing. And looks like everyone's ready, so we'll get into the next game.
Yeah, it's going to be on Automaton, kind of the weirdest map as far as starting locations go in the current map pool. Kind of a left side, right side, rather than a top left, bottom right, or vice versa.
Yeah, all things considered, I find Automaton to be quite an alright map.
Yeah, no complaints. Really big, wide open spaces. Easy to get surrounds there if you're a Zerg player. Easy to kind of sneak around too if you're Terran. And let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Spawning down in the bottom left-hand side of the map, he got himself a 2-0 lead. It's narrowed to a 2-1. He wants to close it out. It's Jin-Air's Creator.
And spawning in the top rightish, he was dead, but now he's alive. It's SpeCial.
Gonna be going for a proxy barracks again. And we'll see. Yeah, Creator just unable to make that defense happen that game. We'll see if he alters his build or anything like that.
Yeah, like I said, I kind of feel like he's got to have at least one of those ingredients in his defense cake if he's going to hold these. Storm was beautiful. Charge is really good. Range on those Colossus fantastic. But like Phoenix Stalker Immortal with regular Zealots that don't even have Charge are not going to pull it off.
Yeah. Scouting with this probe once again. Gonna be like, oh, you're proxying your barracks again. It's just completely normal, and we'll see.
Is he going to check that is the question. I always love that Terrans do this just to play a bit of a mind game. Kind of force Creator to go looking for something that doesn't exist yet. He sees the double gas and no barracks and says, oh snap, something is going on. That's so interested in scouting out to see what it is. He's not sending any additional probes out to see what it is either here. So Creator seems unconcerned here, at least less concerned than I would be if I were in his shoes now.
Yeah, cool as a cucumber, that's for sure. Reaper is on the way. SpeCial he might just reveal it to kill that probe, in which Creator will be like, okay, you did the proxy, not proxy.
Yeah, which I see a million times a day on ladder. And there we go. So yep, he's like, aha, I knew there was a barracks around here somewhere. You quit trying to fool me there, SpeCial. I donated a probe for that information, but it was worth it.
Donated a probe, made a zealot, nothing major though. Gonna be it's really interesting how SpeCial really likes this double gas. Just to have the options there to throw up all the tech. He doesn't seem to be concerned at all that he delays his command center a fair bit, which is really interesting to see how that style of play is working for him. Reaper jumps on up. Not able to get past that gateway and cyber core, so it's got to try and run up that ramp, but nice positioning. Oh! Beautifully done.
Yeah, that was a fantastic positioning and a micro there. Out of Creator, Reaper goes down a lot earlier than SpeCial wanted it to.
Yeah, if you're losing the Reaper as the Terran, you generally at least want to get a scout with it, but oh, look at this Creator. building a shield battery once more just to be safe. So he's shown a lot of respect to SpeCial here.
I don't know, man. He built it last time and he lost. Maybe showing respect is not what he needs to do.
Yeah, this is like this is way earlier than the other one, I feel too. So I guess he's just really in the dark, saw the double gas, and is kind of concerned because I guess he never did see the barracks, so maybe he is thinking that it could be like a factory's proxied out on the map as well, or whatever. So I don't know. Oh, look at this.
Oh, Ninja.
Absolutely, a very fine ninja indeed. Creator actually rallied a zealot to the north. If he had gone one base to the left, he would have seen that, which would have been absolutely massive.
And shut it down instantly. That would have been so good.
Oh, that would have been fantastic. Unfortunately, that is not the case for Creator. As this is going on, SpeCial just getting up a quick third command center, shifting gears, saying I can still be greedy. Or cheesy in a sense, but it's going to be economic cheese. Hiding that command center.
Oh, the Phoenix are close.
Do it. Do it. Nope. Going down.
Oh, man. This is the luckiest Ninja expand. Alright, so it doesn't even try to block the landing of this base at all.
Widowmine drop gets 2 probes.
But everything else dies. That was brutal.
Yeah, just the 1 mine and a medivac for 2 probes. I mean, could have been more mines, I guess, and this one is running across the map, which will probably get picked off.
Yeah, units lost says 2. 2 Widow Mines have died.
Oh. Okay, there we are. And there's number 3, alright.
Yeah. Once again, Cloak in production here. Going for that Cloak Banshee stuff. Robotics facility on the way. Observer first thing out of that for sure, so... Once again, might be difficult to handle with Phoenix out and Observers. I'm not sure that the Cloaked Banshee are going to be able to do much here for SpeCial.
Yeah, I guess...
Expansion? Yeah?
Maybe it's one of those mind game things in which you're like, he'd never expect me to go for the Banshee. But the Phoenix are just going to fly right over it and be like, oh, he's going for the Banshee.
Yeah, perfect scout. Gets all the Phoenix out of there, kills a couple SCVs, delays construction on a couple barracks here. Nothing too big, but this kind of starts to add up over time.
Yeah, the Phoenix tactics hampering SpeCial's production a little bit there. Oh, look at that. One of those isn't actually building. That's a bit of a mistake. There we go. SpeCial corrects it after not long. Probably busy dropping mules on his nice hidden base here, up in the top left.
Yeah, that's amazing. Creator's been close twice. Just not happening. Alright, Robotics Bay, once again, a staple of this matchup for Creator today. Likely going to be that Colossus. I think he's made it in every single game so far. Likes it, apparently, in this matchup, at least versus SpeCial. Trying to see where is that third base. There's got to be a third base, say the Phoenix, but can't find it. Kind of driving us nuts.
Yeah, the choice usually is. It's either a third base or a 2 base all-in. What is it? Tell me, guy. And Creator, I guess he's probably not really seeing the elements of, say, a 2 base all-in because of those barracks timings, but then he's not seeing a third command center. Stim Combat Shield on the way for SpeCial as this game is going on. He's getting up his additional production, and he's going to be powering up, and he'll have quite a strong economy behind this once he does, because by all means, he's really got away with this extra command center.
Yeah, Creator's third base is on the way, but it's quite a few seconds away from completing here. But Phoenix keeping good tabs on everything else that's happening. It's just that one thing that he just doesn't know about. I'm not sure how much it matters in the long run here. It seems like he's kind of just playing his game. Doesn't seem like he's overreacting or over preparing for anything.
Yeah, SpeCial could have a lot of stuff, though, when he starts just off the back of this economy. And look at this, he's going for a 4th base.
Dang. He's like, all right, enough of these 2 base, 3 base attacks. We're going to go for a 4 base macro game here on Automaton. See how that works out for me.
Yeah, Creator's got to be thinking that it's just like a late third, but no. SpeCial got himself a fantastic economic lead here. Just look at that income graph. That's that third base with the extra mules coming into effect. Phoenix for Creator are still sharking around, but this is where it's going to become concerning for the Protoss player. We could be seeing what's just a straight up economic loss. This is why you try and be as efficient and cut as many corners as you can in StarCraft 2. Otherwise, you'll get a lot of games looking like this. But SpeCial, he's got 2 starports because he knows Creator's going for Phoenix. He's got the economy to produce from them. And Creator, he's miles away from getting any other sort of tech besides the Colossus. He can maybe build a Disruptor if he knew his position, but he doesn't. He's just going to keep on building Colossus, whereas SpeCial's just matching him with Vikings. This could be very
4
rough.
Vikings at a time in production. Pretty big deal. Also a Ghost Academy on the way, just about done, actually. With +2 infantry attack on the way, pretty far from completion. And the 4th base ends up landing, which as far as Creator knows is actually the 3rd.
Oh, Phoenix are going north, but not north enough. They're going to miss that base once again. Especially is even mining gas on it. Just being like, hey, why mine from my own refineries? There we go. Well, he is getting up a lot of gas, but no, this is just fantastic. Like, Creator is so far behind, even though that hardly any damage has been done to him. And oh man, look at that! All those Vikings.
Yeah, they make themselves known. I think the Colossus are shaking in their boots. Immediate disrupt production. These
I love
Colossus not going to survive well in a straight up attack. Let's go into something else real quick.
Yeah, Creator's just saying, well, Storm's too far off. Colossus, I can't win in this fight anymore. And this is what we're seeing. Creator, he's panicking. Disruptors, they're good, but they're not really ideal because they take a lot of control. So,
Gotta love this Observer, though. Just absolutely keeping tabs on everything SpeCial's trying to do. I can't believe SpeCial hasn't seen it. That thing's been following him for like a minute and a half now. And a Dark Shrine getting started by Creator back home. So gonna be for Archons here.
You think Archons no DTs?
Oh, Ninja base scouted.
Oh, and Creator says, well...
Huh.
Well, crap.
This explains a lot.
He clicks on the mineral patches and he just shakes his head, I bet. He's probably just, oh no. And now he's going to move north and try and attack this base. However, SpeCial's moving south, so Creator... he can actually go and attack that base. There we go. He's sending a Zealot and an Adept to clean house. So should be able to hurt SpeCial's economy a little bit. But the damage has been done. SpeCial is maxed out at 11 minutes. He's got 13 Vikings versus 3 Colossus. He's got Ghosts. And the only thing that's going to keep Creator alive here are these Disruptors. But SpeCial's already adding Liberators to counteract those.
Yeah. It's only 1 Liberator, so we can't go crazy with them. Never mind. Gone. Now there's 1. Additional ones pushing on in right now, trying to get some EMPs off. Nice EMP, decent EMP on a few of those Stalkers. They will regen that shield pretty darn quickly. But yeah, his Ninja base it's a graveyard at this point. A lot of SCVs have gone down, continuing to pressure up, forcing a cancel on Creator's 4th base. Nicely done.
Yeah, this is just fantastic for the Terran. The Protoss is in a rough spot. Creator's not necessarily dead because he can keep zoning with these Disruptors. And maybe we'll get a big hit. Picks off a few Ghosts there. Oh, get some.
Oh, that was a
nice
bigger
hits.
one.
Yeah.
There's only 1 Ghost remaining,
Wow.
and that guy gets murdered by Colossus. That was...
Oh, look at this, though. There's so much bio here. There's so many Vikings. The Colossus are gone. The big Nexuses are dying. Disruptor shots are going out. Can Creator clean this up? This is a bit of a mess right now, this engagement all over the place. SpeCial is getting damage done, though. Massacring some Stalkers.
Taking down the 3rd base, I think, was it. There's no way Creator can come back on 2 bases at this point. Economically, he's going to clean this army up. He's going to look pretty good doing it, but back home, that production tab is non-stop for SpeCial. He's sitting on 4 or 5 bases of economy. This is the final last gasp from Creator. He's got Stalkers, he's got Disruptors. He needs the best Disruptor hits in all of the world to win here, and maybe he'll get them.
Yeah, you can't count You can't count him out when he's got these disruptors. However, SpeCial got a planetary, just got so much production here behind this. He's going to be having 3-2 soon versus Creators just +2. Disruptors are moving forward, but look at that.
Oh, nice hit though.
Yeah, that was a good final hit there. Most of the other disruptors have gone down though, and it's just Stalkers versus this bio.
Yeah, Creator's not even trying to replant his bases. He's lost back home. He knows this is it.
Oh,
this is the show. Trying to sneak around the Liberators a little bit, but so much bio versus these Stalkers. And that's it. Stalkers fallen. Phoenix out. GG. SpeCial forces the game 5.
GG. SpeCial. All right. The question is, whose prediction's going to be right?
Both of ours are alive.
It's going to be a 3-2, yeah. So, hey, we're doing pretty decent.
Yeah, for those of you who missed it, I said 3-2 SpeCial, which was looking real bad just a couple minutes ago here.
It was, and yeah.
And LaughNgamez had a 3-2 creator score, so a lot is riding on this final game for personal pride for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, SpeCial, it was looking rough for him, and then he turned it around in a hot minute.
Sure did. Really, sneaking that ninja expand was everything for him. It almost, for a second there, I kind of felt like maybe Creator, he maybe knew there was a base there and didn't want to scout it, so SpeCial didn't know that he knew there was a base there. It was like a, you know, a Princess Bride kind of a situation. Maybe he was outthinking himself a little bit, but in the end, he did end up scouting it, so I don't think he knew. He was just avoiding scouting that base for so long. It was very odd.
It's just got to be a mental thing, because it's not the most common thing in TvP. So Creator, he probably knew it was a possibility, but then he's just like, well, I'm not going to check. Let's make it a close series, right?
Yeah, might as well give the people what they're here for. Game 5s, man. Good stuff.
Yes, game number 5.
Ooh, it is going to be on King's Cove. A nice place to vacation, I imagine, if you can avoid the roving bands of marauders.
Okay. Spawning down the bottom right-hand side of the map. It's Jinair's Creator.
And spawning on the top left, it is SpeCial. Once again, proxies on his mind.
It's how he plays the game, and we can't criticize it. SCV goes buy that pile of gold.
Yeah, so I mean, the story here is obviously there was a dragon hoarding gold. It died of natural causes, and this is the result. Because if adventurers killed it or anything else, like the gold wouldn't still be there.
Oh, hold that thought. Oh,
that's a scout.
Is it?
Scouted.
That is a scout. Beautiful from Creator. SpeCial is not going to be a happy Terran.
Yeah, oh, that hurts bad. That's the first time anything's been scouted in this whole series, as far as proxies go, or ninjas.
Yeah, does Creator just like chrono boost out a zealot now or something? I don't know, but no, that is fantastic for Creator, scouting that out, adapting in this series, not wanting to have to deal with that, and that paid off big time. So he can now get away with a lot. Basically, he has room to maybe try and send this game aggressively, or he can expand without worry.
Yeah, it kind of seems like a small thing, but it really can have some major consequences here.
Yeah, SpeCial is changing gears just into a Reaper expand, but it will be a slightly delayed Reaper. It will be a slightly delayed expansion. Just not the end of the world, but not a nice feeling for the Terran here. Reactor
over here in the Terran base, nothing too crazy here, just a factory. Going for Reactor. Reaper might, oh my gosh, Reaper's gonna get a Zealot kill. That is not something you see every day. It's about 37,000 shots to kill a Reaper, or to kill a Zealot rather, if you're a Reaper.
Depends if you round up or not.
Yeah.
No,
He got an
Reaper,
SCV though. That was unnecessary.
it was a bit of SpeCial microed that correctly, but it is a bit stressful having that. But oh man, this Adept showing up.
Bunker needs to go down. SCV's fighting for their lives here too. The expansion needs to complete. The Reaper not really focusing on the SCV building. The bunker is down, but it doesn't actually help. Oh,
Command
the base
center
finishes.
The poor SCV though.
Yep, sacrifices his life for the Dominion or whoever this is, Sons of Korhal maybe. Hellion actually pretty great doing that bonus damage versus light versus this Adept and forces her out at least temporarily.
Ooh, Hellion drives by, picks off that Adept and gets out of there. That's a nice find. Good on SpeCial knowing that that was just one shot away. Oh, Creator returning the proxy favor though. Throwing up a pylon.
I like it. I like proxies of all kind though. I feel like we should have more proxy hatcheries. I think we talked about that at the Afreeca World.
It comes up every now and then.
It just makes the game more fun. I like to see proxy stuff. It's high risk, high reward.
Okay, now we've got this Reaper crossing the map for SpeCial. I'm gonna be trying to get a scout off.
Once again, Cloak Banshee. I don't think SpeCial's seen crazy success with it, but he really keeps going back to that well.
Yeah, I guess maybe he just wants to build something, and I mean, what else would you build out of a starport? I don't know. Reaper comes on in.
Gets 2 probe kills.
That's actually three probes have gone down in recent times. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Yeah, looks like I guess he's making Cloak. He's getting tanks, Marines. That's what you need for a push from SpeCial. We'll see if he actually goes for that though. For now, gonna have to worry about these 5 Adepts that are gonna be shading on in. Oh man, they just go right on in here.
Oh, he finished.
Oh,
I don't know about this.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Is he gonna lose? He's gonna lose multiples of these.
Yeah, that was an interesting move from Creator. How many Adepts did he lose? 2 Adepts there?
Just a couple more very close to death. Oh, gonna lose a Stalker here? Nope. Pays just enough attention there. Additional one's moving on out, but guess what's moving out across the map here?
This Banshee, this could be Creator setting himself up for a bit of a painful situation here. He's really neglecting back at home. He's not playing defensive. He was so focused on the offense, and now there's nothing to shut down this Cloak Banshee. I guess this is why SpeCial goes for it here.
Does have the Observer, but no Stalkers in, warping in additional ones back home to deal with this. There's the detection there. Also, Warp Prism trying to do stuff on the main base at the same time.
Oh, the Widow Mine though. Nice
connection. Big hit. But it does end up going down, and the War Prism is still alive, which is kind of a big deal. So losing SCVs, losing. The good news for Creator is he's got a 3rd base just about done here, and he's got detection, and he has Stalkers, so the Banshee Reign of Terror should be over very soon.
Yeah, he's also going to be coming into Colossus tech here relatively soon. Really enjoys that tech, it seems. Got the Robobay finished up, and SpeCial has been delayed a fair bit here. So, I mean, it's interesting the situation these guys are in. The worker count, actually pretty decent for Terran at this point. And if these Banshees can get something more done, that would be absolutely huge for SpeCial.
Man, 2 Banshees doing a pretty good job here. The shield battery shuts down 1 Banshee for sure, but not 2, unfortunately, for Creator. Patrolling back and forth with the natural base, trying to make sure it doesn't happen over there as well. But the 3rd base coming up, immediate pylon or shield battery rather under construction there, and extended thermal lance on the way.
Yeah, Creator's worker count does leave things to be desired. He's building up on that. It was a little bit close for comfort, so the fact that he's chrono boosting out probes is good to see this game.
Oh, natural base of SpeCial, a bit of an attack coming on over there too.
Oh
my gosh, finished the transfer. And got saved at the last second.
Those Adepts are thrill seekers, man. Just okay. Stim Combat Shield +1 on the way for SpeCial. Not miles off, not coming out super soon, but he is moving out on the map, so we'll be looking to time that up for an aggressive push right now.
Yeah, forward pylon gets taken down over there. Viking production not really happening. I mean, he's got, how many does he have right now? It's 1 with another. Well, that's it, just the 1. So maybe he feels like he can handle it.
Yeah, it's tough for Terran in this spot because SpeCial's economy just isn't that great. He's 2-base. 2-base Viking production is rough, to say the least. So I guess he's just focusing on, I don't know, whatever he's got, tanks, and just retreating for now, honestly.
Yeah, he wanted to move out. His upgrades were finishing. The timing looked good, but not in the long run there. So 59 to 52 workers. Protoss player is up. He's working on Zealots, working on Charge for those guys. That Dark Shrine about 50% complete. It is a long build time. And SpeCial trying to maybe attack at the 3rd base while doing some stuff in the natural too. But definitely getting defended there at the 3rd. At the very least, maybe keeping the army there should be enough.
Loads up these medivacs, going to be going for a bit of aggression that way. So double prong drop here. Is Creator going to be prepared for this? He's got Colossus at the 3rd base. SpeCial's got to do something with these medivacs going into the main base there. Got these other medivacs going into the natural, but it looks like Creator checking all the boxes here. Shutting both these attacks down, it would seem.
He's looking pretty good here, keeping the pressure on. Being dealt with fairly well by Creator, though. But that said, again, keeping the pressure on is always a good thing. That said, it's going to be the other side here, too. With Creator pushing up there possibly sometime soon. Getting into the 3rd base a little bit. A charge lot, trying to kill some SCVs. Does get a couple before he goes down to the tanks.
Good defense, though, overall from Creator, you have to say. Like,
I'd say so.
And now in theory, he's a happy camper as a Protoss. He's warping in 6 DTs, presumably for Archons, I'd say. Okay, I was getting a bit worried there as they were running across the map.
Yeah, definitely Archons in play right now. Immortal, focused down and killed. Zealot's getting wiped out too. This is kind of some free donations.
Yeah, Creator
Gotta
being
be
out
careful.
on the map.
Yeah, Banshee says, what's this then? Just Zealots and never mind, there's Archons. Bam. Army supply 89 to 81. Nice composition and a lead here for Creator. Definitely pushing SpeCial back. He's got more Vikings in production. But no sign of being able to have Ghosts, which would be so good against these Archons at this stage.
SpeCial has got himself out a few Vikings here, but I mean, a charge. This is just a lot from Creator at this point. SpeCial. I mean, oh, is he going to be able to hold? He's already pulling SCVs. He knows this attack is incoming. The Colossus in the back going to be putting out a lot of damage on this. The SCVs buffering as well as they can, but Archon's starting to close the distance here. Stalkers, more Zealots being warped on in. The last tank going to be going down. SpeCial, it's bio versus everything that Creator has.
Oh, the last Colossus does survive there. That's a huge deal. Viking needs to focus that down, if at all possible. I think bio is not bad against this as long as the Colossus dies. Nice control here by SpeCial. Yeah. Archon in the front does get picked off there too.
SpeCial stimming
Liberator
a lot.
joining the party here, forcing a liftoff on the 3rd, but not the destruction of the 3rd, which is really nice. But Creator's taking a 4th behind this.
Oh, even an eBay and an armory going to be going down. That's not something that SpeCial's going to want to have to deal with if he can hold this attack. Even DTs being mixed into this for Creator. Decides to morph an Archon though. And however, he's just, yeah, SpeCial. He's taken a lot of damage.
Yeah, not looking good for SpeCial here. Army supply 74 to 61.
Oh, Creator, so beautiful. Saving that Colossus from potential Vikings. Just wanting to keep that DPS alive. And it's just looking very, very good for Creator here. He's denying SpeCial's 3rd, while, as you said, claiming his 4th base here.
Oh, there he goes. Getting on in here, trying to make something happen. The Immortals at the back doing, Archon's doing stuff here too. This Colossus, man.
Oh, man.
7 kills on it. Not even part of the battle right here necessarily.
Oh, he goes down though. Is SpeCial going to be able to push this back? Even if he does, he's lost another 25 SCVs. GG.
GG. Creator moves on to the final round of Afreeca World 35 there. Fantastic job by him. Hard fought series. That last game was pretty darn close. But in the end, he does take the 3-2 solid final victory.